Hello, everybody. It's Nitro. Back at you with another Canadian cigarette review, post plain packaging, here in Nova Scotia, Canada, on the East Coast. I have a review of, a person on here watched my reviews and wanted to know what my favorite cigarette of all time was. I would have to say that's Expert A Blue, or Expert A medium post plain packaging. And uh, I want to add, I did obtain these, and I also obtained these Macdonald's original. So these here are about $18. This here, $25. And we have had a pretty severe lockdown here in Nova Scotia, in my little small town. And I haven't been on the other side of my town in several months. So it was interesting to get out. Now, when you go to my local grocery store, they have cigarettes. You just ask the cashier. She goes to a booth in the back and just gets your cigarettes. That's how they do it. Uh, Now, the other bigger stores, which I traveled over to, have smoke shops separate. So you walk in, they're connected to the grocery store, but you just walk in, and it's just like a clerk, and it's all just a smoke shop. So they would have all your tubes and tubs of tobacco and pouches and packs of cigarettes and stuff. Uh, yeah, and they have like stuff displayed in glass. So the story goes is this: me and my friend who had the car, wanted to get over the other side of town. I thought it was great. I assumed that this smoke shop would be able to show me more cigarette selection or have more. Uh, and I actually asked to see like them, and she said, "Well, there's a drawer here, and can't really show you." I said, "Okay." I asked again if I could look. She said, "No." I said, "Do you have like a list of cigarettes and prices?" She said, "No." Keep in mind, she's manning an actual full blown smoke shop. That's what it's called, a smoke shop. And so I was thinking, like, oh, what cigarettes? I was asking about Players, because I do believe Players now have come out with their premium brand as well as their economy brand. I asked maybe three questions about the price and the naming, the way they name Players, Original, Smooth, like John Player Standard, etc. And a security guard comes in the shop. It's a very tiny shop behind me. And my friend's like, "Hey, buddy, there's a security guard out there, eh? Behind you." I said, "I know. I can see him." I said, "Out of the corner of my eye, I can see him." And I don't know. She must have. Did she signal the security guard? I don't know what I did wrong. I asked four questions, maybe. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was full COVID, mask friendly, totally polite. I don't know why. Don't know why a security guard came in and basically strong armed me into like rushing up or rushing. So I kind of smirked and I said, "Yeah, I can see. I know he's there." And so didn't want my trip over the other side of town to be ruined. So I just got the only thing I could think of, kind of an indulgence, which is Expert A Blue. $25. $25, and it pissed me off because I wanted something else. Security guard comes in, thinks, "What, I'm going to rob the place because I asked about Players?" Ridiculous. Unbelievable. This town. And not even 20 minutes before that, me and my friend were in the also conjoined building of the NSLC, which is the Liquor Commission, where, if you know Canada, or if you know Nova Scotia, the only place that uh, there's allowed liquor to be sold is in government-run stores called, in here it's NSLC, called the Liquor Commission, Nova Scotia Liquor Commission. And this is the one store in town, out of like the four or five out of our kind of small town, is the one that dispenses cannabis. So I wasn't there for weed at all. I was just there to see their selection of beer, because yeah, I was just looking for something different, and we were over that side of town anyway. So yeah, walked in, lady greeted us, grabbed a cart, and just said I was gonna look at the beer and the beer because they have like this big, huge cooler room. We walk in and it's like everything's frozen, so they have a lot of selection of single tall boys, different beer that you wouldn't, you don't want to buy a whole pack of, so you can get a tall boy instead. So I got a couple of those. Uh, a little overwhelming because there's so much selection compared to my small liquor store, which is connected to the aforementioned grocery store. I was just like a kid in the candy store, right? Because, man, it wasn't busy at all. Uh, Maybe 2 or 3 people in the store every 5 minutes. I looked for maybe 10 minutes, grabbed what I wanted, and it was funny. I was just saying how the masks, like the surgical COVID masks, kind of slip down all the time, and it's so annoying. And my buddy says slip down. He said, "Yeah, mine just slipped down." He didn't even get to pull it back up. And I swear to God, an employee is like, seriously, like at the ending, like Donald Sutherland at the end of the fucking Body Snatchers invasion, everybody went like, "Ah, put your mask up." And he looked at me, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like, wow. Okay, yep. So we put it up, and 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 then I don't know, very shortly after, she asked if we need any help. I said, "I'm looking for the vodkas. Could you show me there?" And she showed me, and I said, "Oh, cool. I'll make my way there." And didn't even make it there. And she said, "The vodka is right here." I said, "I know. I'm just looking around." I'm like thinking, like, oh. Then she asked again, "Did you need any help?" So this is like the third time that she came over and asked if we needed help. And my buddy turns to me, he's like, "She already asked us we needed help," and we said no. I said, "I know." I said, "She's casing us. She thinks like we're just like stealing shit." I must be the only thing I could think of. Or I don't know where we would have stored the liquor. Would I put it up my pants? You know, or in my t-shirt. Like, come on, ridiculous. And I even know this employee. I went to high school with her. I went to high school with her sister. Uh, I mean, they know me. Anyway, I was looking at the different types because my store doesn't carry half of these ones. Just really fun to look. And she hollers from the other end of the store again for my friend to put up his mask. I guess it slipped down. It was like it was harassment. Basically, it was full blown harassment. And then she came over again, asked again if I needed help. Said no. And again, I guess she seen him adjusting his mask. It didn't fall down. He was just adjusting it. And she said, "If you can't put your mask on and keep it on," she said, "you're going to have to get out." She said, "It's one or the other." Oh my God, could you imagine? She just singled out this guy. And I mean, mine was falling down too. I don't know what the problem was with her and why she was, making it a point to pick on this guy. I mean, a lot of the times when you keep asking for help for somebody is usually when they're suspicious or they think you're stealing something. But anyway, I got my stuff and went up to the register, and it was an employee that used to work at my local LC, and she waited on me for years. So we know each other we know each other very well. She switched over to this location for more hours, etc. Uh, so she doesn't ID me. Our law says, the thing says, I think it's under 25. You probably get ID'd. I got ID'd maybe 3 times in the last 20 years. And anyway, she asked my friend there. He said, "Can I see her ID?" And I said, "Oh no." I said, "He's not buying anything." I said, "It's just me." And she said, "Yeah, but it's just for the camera. Can I see your ID?" So he takes it out and shows her. She said, "Good, thank you." And I stopped and I said, "Do you think that we're stealing or something, or that he stole something?" And she said, no, she said, just regular procedure to get the ID. And but when she mentioned the camera, he's not buying anything. A, if they have him on camera and they mention camera, they must have been watching him in the manager's booth in the, you know, security footage or something. But he said it was normal procedure for them to ask, even if you're not buying. I never heard of it. First time I ever heard of it. And I kind of just felt right shitty, right? It just kind of ruined my day because I felt like they're basically harassing us at a store. I felt harassed, totally harassed. Anyway, we went into the actual main grocery store after and put the stuff in the car. And again, you should see this place. They have security like everywhere, and not only security, but they have plain clothing security guards all over the place, which is crazy too. Which I've never seen because you could tell. I mean, they stick out like a sore thumb. They should be better at their job. But I work security, and I know these people from work. And I mean, the whole store was sold out of everything anyway, and it was a big store too. We were just there just to grab some pop because pop was on sale, see if they had a different selection, and indeed they did. So we got some great pop. Uh, yeah, everybody in the store was acting very strange. Some were scared. Reminded me of the first of the pandemic. Some were scared. Some were angry. Uh, like I let a guy go in the pathway, and then he got angry. He said, "Oh, I guess I'm going the wrong way against the arrows." I'm like, "Dude, I have no idea." I was thinking to myself. I looked. Yeah, he was going through like the wrong way through the arrows, but I don't think anybody was doing the right way on the arrows. Uh, I know the arrows are pretty important at Walmart, but and I haven't been there for like 10 months at least. It takes years off your life, Walmart. But anyway, this is crazy, and I want it out. And like they had like several clerks standing out in the middle of the aisles, directing you to where to take your groceries to get checked out. I did, we did, we got out, and wow, just the people's behavior in the parking lot, everything was just off and very scared, like scared people. I don't know. So I'm standing there on my phone. I'm trying to look up the flyer, trying to see what's on sale, and doing my budget because I can't just take anything I want. I've got to get it according to how much money I have, or put it back when I get up there. And it's embarrassing when you have to put stuff back, or you can't afford it. Like I said, that is a really good cigarette. It is overpriced, I think. Not worth it, I don't think. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Donald Special on that versus. I'm not gonna smoke another cigarette now because it's just kind of a waste because I just had that whole big one. But yeah, Donald Special so far, and those are regular size. It still has for the bang for your buck. Still, it reigns supreme. Just want to let people know a little bit about the crazy atmosphere with the pandemic here. Uh, and another odd thing, before we got to these stores, we went through the drive-through at a KFC. I had a gift card from Christmas, and they were out of 7 of their main menu items. They didn't have in stock. Uh, I'm serious. They had no fountain pop, so no orange Pepsi or anything. Because I always like KFC because they have Pepsi. Everywhere else has Coke, and it's fountain pop. I love fountain pop. I love pop in general, but I love fountain especially. Well, we're like, that sucks. And we heard like what was left. We tried to back out of the drive-through. We can go somewhere else, but we were trapped in. So I got some weird burgers thing, and Buddy got a thing of fries, and the only thing they had for pop were cans of pop. And what they had for cans of pop uh, was Diet Pepsi, which I don't do anything diet. I can't take anything diet, and 7 Up. That's it. That's all they had at lunchtime at a KFC, and half their menu items gone. And another thing was the buddy of my friend asked for dipping sauces, and they didn't have any. Oh yeah, they didn't have any ketchup either. Ketchup packets. They had salt. So we got our order and parked in the parking lot. And the buddy, I don't know if they charged me for it, but he got a fries. It was like this, a whole big, huge box of fries. I was like, Jesus. And I was the one paying. I hope, he just, he didn't ask for that big a thing. And I'm sure that cost a shit ton. I will say the fries were fucking fresh. Really good. I'm not a big fries eater. I had a couple, but yeah. Mine was suspiciously fresh. The chicken fillet, I was hoping like was not, under the degrees that would I get salmonella, because yes, definitely we're gonna get salmonella. It'd be fucking from KFC with their great standards and practices with poultry. But yeah, it was called a chicken sandwich. It had sweet pickles on it and some kind of mayo. Oh my god, it was fucking disgusting. Yeah, but it's fresh, but it was just disgusting. That's my fault. Anyway, had to share this with you folks. Uh, that kind of story, and yeah, and this is small town people. Well, the verses. Hope you enjoyed my review. Um, like I said, this isn't exclusively just a review, but yeah, just a rant and rave, I guess. Thanks for listening, folks. Nitro out.